tuning in at Diego C. Palace. This is a live watch along for the FA Cup fixtures. Everton are playing against Peterborough. It's already kicked off. It's still 0-0 at Goodison Park. Of course, a massive day for Everton fans and uh, anyone related, associated with Everton. Sean Dyche was relieved, and his coaching staff of their duties at Everton, and that was officially announced by Everton FC, and they are now in process to look for um, an appointment for the management for the first coach role manager at Everton FC. At the moment, they've got an interim in staff looking after them during this match. It's still Everton nil, Peterborough nil in the FA Cup. And if you're new, it's the third round as well. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Help me get to 5 likes if you can in this watch along. And also, I'll be keeping an eye on any transfers up there. And I'm just going to quickly make sure that you all can hear me all right. Let me just go back. The match you can see, although I don't want to lose anyone, you can watch it live, free on the BBC webpage. Make sure you logged in and you'll be able to see it there. Yeah, so that's available if you want to see it live, but please don't leave my live stream. But I always like to say where you obviously can see it live, and if you can tag along, that would be amazing. Please, if you can, hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. That would be wonderful as well. Right, let me just check that you can hear me all right. I'm using a new device here. Oh, breaking news. In the last few minutes, Omar Marmoush has agreed in principle to move to Manchester City. That's breaking news, and that's my source there is Sky Sports News. Big up to the Sky Sports Transfer Centre, which they're running their live thing there. Big up to them. And let me just quickly go in here and what it is what else do I need to do here? And I'm just trying to check that you can all hear me all right. I can figure out how to use my phone. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, that sounds okay. As I say, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. And I'm going to just get this off for a minute so I can listen to the commentary. And on the other ear, I've got a live feed for any potential transfers that are whatnot going on about right now. And it's still 0-0, Everton 0, Peterborough 0. And I'll read the line outs out in a minute. And I'll keep that going there. And what else do I need to do here? So I need to go. I got the wrong one there. Just getting the right page. Please help me get to 5 likes if you can in this live watch along. And also, I'll be keeping an eye on the any transfers. Manchester City have now just confirmed, as we speak, their signing at Manchester City. It's in principle. He hasn't landed, but Sky Sports News has just broken it. There's still 0-0 there. Everton 0, Peterborough 0, 23 minutes. And right, let me just get this going. I can confirm that Fulham have scored a goal. Fulham have scored a goal. Fulham are 1-0 up against Watford. Rodrigo Muniz, he has scored. And Armstrong has nearly scored here at Goodison Park. Please hit a like and subscribe. Everton has just hit the woodwork. Let's have a little look. Ball coming in there on the right-hand side, whipped into the penalty area. And it's off the bad communication there by the keeper and the that could have gone absolutely anywhere. But Fulham are 1-0 up against Watford. If you're new to the channel, please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Not sure what happened there. Why has that gone mad there? Let me go there. And let me go there. Right, because the reason why I'm doing this, on one ear I've got the match, and on the other ear I've got potentially anyone who's breaking news, so I can feed that up as the watch along is going along. So I'm multitasking, and on top of that, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you can eat and drink responsibly. I am having, as I speak, I just show it to you. I don't want to show you the plate and all that. It's a sourdough, finger licking sourdough made home baked pizza with cherry tomatoes, lovely jubbly. And so make sure you eat and drink responsibly while you watch your football. And now I've got to get my drink going on the way. Do you know what I mean? Just the one soft. It's just a little soft drink. But please subscribe at Diego C Palace. Just getting some food. It's been a very busy day. Earlier on, I did my very first two transfer window sort of updates, live reactions. Please go and check it out, and if you can, give it a like. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C Palace if you could. That would be wonderful too. I'm just pouring a drink here so I can eat and drink and watch the. So I'm doing four things. I'm eating a sourdough based pizza. It's got cherry tomatoes, mozzarella, cheddar cheese, and it's oven baked, and I'm also got a soft drink going here, and just show you there. That's the cherry tomatoes there, and it's still 0-0. Everton 0, Peterborough 0. Make sure you eat and drink responsibly out there. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego C Palace. Thank you very much, everybody out there. And also, if there's any breaking news, I will be breaking it out for you, all of you. And I'm going to concentrate for the moment on the commentary for Peterborough while I eat my food. And nobody else has it out there, so I'm just going to have my tea and just do the commentary at the same time. Why not? Be different. Anyway, please hit a like. Help me get to 5 likes if you can. Everton 0, Peterborough 0. Of course, a lot going on at Everton FC. Their new manager, they're searching for a new manager. It looks like David Moyes. He looks favoured there. I don't think Mourinho will go there. He said on a Sky interview at the last few months last year that he wouldn't like to go to a club that's looking to fight out relegation out of respect, because he thinks that's probably the hardest job to ever do. And it's just not his forte and his cup of tea, I suppose. But I like that about Jose Mourinho. Very honest indeed. And as I say, Everton on the ball. And Branthwaite on the left-hand side for Everton FC. And passing the ball, switching now the ball to the right-hand side. O'Brien on the ball for Everton. O'Brien on the ball on the right-hand side, looking to see who's going to do a line for him. Puts it down the line. Patterson whips it in to the penalty spot area. Peterborough defend the ball, defend their lines well, and it goes back to the Everton centre half. Now to the Everton left back, back to the midfielder there. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C Palace. It looks completely sold out. Goodison Park there. Oh, there is a few empty seats that I can see actually, and but of course there's a new manager soon, hopefully, to be appointed for those Everton fans there. I think they're losing a good manager in Sean Dyche. That's all I'm saying. But they've got new ownership at Everton. Usually, that's what normally happens. I'm just eating my my pizza, and I haven't got any pineapple on it today. It's just cherry tomatoes, mozzarella, cheese, cheddar cheese, bit of olive oil, and it's a sourdough base. Oh, good defending there by Peterborough, and trying to play it off the midfielder. One of their attackers comes in, playing it back. Now they're going to the Peterborough left back, and now, oh, that's a tackle there. What's happened there? One of the Peterborough players is actually down injured, holding his leg. I think he might have a bit of a dead leg. He's got up now and he's wobbling around. He's working through that. Um, um, we've got some potato salad on the go. If you're new, please subscribe at Diego C Palace. And if I hear of any transfer news, I will let you know. Absolutely. I've got it on the thing. So watching the watch along, I'm eating, keeping you guys informed of this watch along. Everton, Patterson there. And Fulham have conceded a goal. It is now Fulham 1, Watford 1. Well done, those. The Watford side have just equalised. Fulham went ahead for too long. Marco Silva there will be fuming with that, no doubt. They keep conceding. Fulham keep going ahead in matches, and then they concede. They must be absolutely. Oh, here we go again. Cardiff City are winning 1-0 against Sheffield United, and that's the other fixtures. And also, I'm going to quickly keep in touch of the other fixtures. There is Scottish Premiership fixture. Rangers are losing to Dundee. Rangers fans, what is going on with your football club? I mean, what an inconsistency. They recently beat Celtic, and no one foresaw that. But they've gone back to the old days. And Rangers fans out there, what is going on? What is going on with your football players? What is going on? Are you bottling playing against Dundee? Now, I can confirm it's Sheffield United versus Cardiff, and that's on 63 minutes. And that is Sheffield United 0, Cardiff 1. And also in this fixture, which I'm watching live, it is Everton 0, Peterborough 0. We're on 31 minutes. And also Fulham 1, Watford 1 on 35. Armstrong with the ball into, goes across the Peterborough penalty area. And also Real Madrid are 0-0 in the Spanish Supercopa. And big up to Steve RFC. What is going on with your Rangers? They're losing 1-0 away to Dundee. What is going on with your defending, Steve? I've got my, if anyone's there watching, I've got my pizza, cherry tomato, mozzarella, sourdough bread. I've got my pizza on the go here. And I'm watching the Everton match, and also keep an eye on transfers. Real Madrid are 0-0 against Mallorca in La Spanish Supercopa. But the story of the evening thus far is new manager gone out or been released at Everton. Of course, that's Sean Dyche and his entire coaching staff, and Everton are in the process. It looks like they're going to be talking, I expect, with David Moyes. We'll see that. If I see any breaking news on that, I'll let you all know. And please help me get to 5 likes if you can on the live stream. And then, yeah, I'm just going to have a little bite of food here. Good ball waiting in the penalty area by Armstrong and good defending there from the youngster from Peterborough. As Armstrong on the right hand side there for Everton gets down to the touchline, pulls the ball across. Good defending there by. Let me have a look at the lineups for Peterborough. Let's learn the names. To be honest, I don't know any of the players of Peterborough, so the only way to learn is to look at that. And that was. Let's have a little butcher's at that. And the Peterborough Fernandez, the youngster, seeing the ball out, and Everton on the attack. They're still whipping the ball into the edge of the penalty area, and Peterborough clearing their lines. Very good defending by Peterborough thus far. And now they're on the break. It's Peterborough. It's 3 against 2, and there's a ball to the left hand side of the penalty area. It comes in on his own, and he crosses in. Oh, he couldn't get it. Burns. Oh my days! What an important block there. Who was that? Was that Braithwaite? At the back, Everton playing with 3 at the back there, and Everton caught out there, and that's deemed as a shot on target by the defender. Let's have a look who's coming across. That's handball. The ball hit him there. That could be a Peterborough. No, it's not. Peterborough getting a set piece. I'm looking forward to the Arsenal versus Manchester United. It must go into extra time if it's a draw. Are they playing tonight? Are they playing today, Steve? Oh, Peterborough got the ball. This could be the goal. Oh. How did Peterborough not score? Peterborough should be 1-0 up following that set piece. Everton are a shambles at the back. They need a new manager. Well, actually, they had a good manager and they got rid of him. It's called Sean Dyche. Sean Dyche is probably... And I was on Sunday. Thank you, Steve. I was like, what? Did I miss something? Big up to you, Steve. And Everton are very lucky there on 35 minutes. They should be... Peterborough should be 1-0 up following that set piece. Then look, I'm looking at the replay. The ball comes through. Peterborough gets the first, gets second, and it hit the chest. I think it hit the chest of one of the Peterborough players. No, one of the Everton player. It's just the way the ball landed, and good attacking play there. It hit the sort of the backside of one of the. Oh, was that handball? He hit the ball hit here, the Braithwaite, the Everton player, the Everton defender. That might have been a penalty. Please subscribe at Diego to Palace and hit like. That's offside for Everton. So I'm going to take that cue and get some din-dins. Make sure you all eat and drink responsible. I've got my cherry mozzarella cheese, cheddar cheese, cherry tree tomatoes. It's going. New Irish League reasons to start in 5 weeks, and oh right. Oh, I can't reach the phone here. I don't want to knock it over. Hold on, Steve. New Irish League starts in 5 weeks. It's one of the summer football good when it gets back, especially Kazakh League. And so when is that? Oh, in 5 weeks' time. So I don't think they feature that on certainly on the BBC. I don't know. Maybe it's on YouTube. I don't know. Please hit a like and subscribe. I'm doing a watch along. Big up to Semic, Steve. Yeah, Dundee. It's a 1-0 up. It's absolute scenes there. And make sure you eat and drink. Actually, I'm going to have a bit of potato salad with this. Actually, it's still 0-0. Everton 0. Peterborough 0. Everton looking for a new manager as we speak, as I eat. Got a little chili sauce here. If Ali doesn't come, there's not transfer now. It'd be risky for them to go. I think we got enough to stay up, but what could happen is that there could be injuries, and there could be players that might be naturally be poached by other football clubs in the Premier League because they've got injuries and whatnot. So that is something that they're listening to. But I think with what we've got at the moment, we shouldn't go down. But we'll have to wait and see. Right. Of course, the manager of Peterborough is Darren Ferguson, the son of Sir Alex Ferguson. And I like it when I see managers go down to the levels, down to those leagues, and learn their trade. And don't forget that Wayne Rooney is an Everton fan when he was a child. So don't be surprised if it goes wrong with David Moyes. They might look at Wayne Rooney. He will no doubt be well received at Everton because he's an Evertonian as a young kid. That's my understanding of it 100%. He used to be a boxer back in the day. You know what? I'm going to put this on because I don't want to spill. I don't want to spill anything on my nice polo, on my neck, on my top. Now, Dundee play Celtic next Tuesday. live on TV next. Oh, Mato! Oh, my days! Nearly a goal! That's a chance there for Everton. So it could be 1-1, but I think clearest of chances has been Peterborough following a set piece. And a good free header there by he didn't find the corners. And for me, a lovely ball in there for who was that? That's a Beto for Everton. And but so far, well done to Ferguson, the Peterborough manager there. And please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C Palace. Just eating my cherry, my pizza here. This is going to go cold. It's got mozzarella, it's got cheddar cheese, it's got cherry tomatoes. It's a sourdough bread base. I'll just show you a little bit. Make sure you eat and drink while you watch your football. But do it carefully and gingerly. At the moment, it is still 0-0 here at Peterborough. And what was that? Just looking at the other results thus far. Just going to have a refresh. I can confirm it's 30 minutes into the Scottish Premiership fixture, and it's Dundee 1, Rangers 0. What is going on with the Rangers defence lately? No consistency results there. And in the FA Cup, it's Sheffield United 0, Cardiff 1, the Bluebirds with one leader on 72 minutes. Everton 1. Oh, there's Everton, and he's going to score, and there's the Everton goal. I told you, this is the experience. Beto, I think he's onside. What a lovely through the ball, through the lines there, up to Beto and Peterborough for all their best tens and intentions. They couldn't get to half-time for a 0-0. And Everton, let's have a look. The ball gets caught there. It holds the ball up. The referee plays on play on 41 minutes. Lovely ball there through the lines. That's just bad defending. Beto gets the ball, nice little turn, and it just goes around the keeper. Simple football, looks lovely, but that's just bad defending. There's a bad organisation in the Peterborough defence. They'll be disappointed with that. But that will open up the game now even further, because now the posh Peterborough will have to come out. Please subscribe at Diego C Palace if you're new. And it's coming up to half time. And there you go. But that is it. Peterborough are 1 goal down. As I was doing the results, it's Fulham 1, Watford 1, Fulham scoring first and Watford equalising it there. Marco Silva there will be wondering, what does he have to do with his players to stop conceding goals after they score and lead the game? Because that's what's happening at Fulham. Real talk. Now, Everton are looking for their 9th manager since David Moyes left. And it looks like he's coming back. Return of the Mac. I'll tell you, that's what's going on. I think they've got rid of a good manager in Sean Dyche. But you got new owners at Everton. And they feel that this is the right time to do it. But this should be a... I know Everton has scored, but I think Everton... I stayed in Liverpool 6 months as a student, and big up to you, live chat. As a student, it was a wonderful experience. I went, man, Liverpool and Everton matches at the time. Yeah, it's a wonderful experience to go and watch football at Goodison at if you're a neutral, to Anfield, and also to Old Trafford if you're a neutral and you're studying up there. If you get an opportunity to go and watch the football, big up to you for doing that. But it's there's a lot of rivalry between those clubs. Definitely Liverpool and Everton, and definitely Manchester United and Liverpool, of course. If you're new to the channel, doing a watch along and an eat along and drink along, because I've got a drink over there. It's Everton 1, Peterborough 0, and Everton are now trying to get second before half time. I think they've just... No, that's a goal kick to Peterborough. Dyche has almost got What's that, Steve? Um, Dyche's had almost 2 years. It was February 2000, and his first game 1-0 over Arsenal when Lampard got sacked. Yeah, and fans don't like each other. Yeah, Everton and Liverpool fans. Yeah, no, that's an understatement. Um, it's just something that they're born with. And but this is what I say: if they don't appoint David Moyes to, yes, we have in the Premier League right now. It's Brighton, Hove and Albion. We also have a rivalry against Millwall, of course, and we've got a rivalry against, excuse me, 1 minute of additional extra time, and we also have a rivalry with the Charlton fans. It's really the pigeons. They're very annoying. There's a lot of pigeons at the Valley, the Charlton, and so. But in reality, it's Millwall and Brighton. But of course, Brighton is in the same league as us, so that's the rivalry, I would say. Also, just like any other football match, any other football fan out there, I'm refreshing my transfer window um, news. And Rangers have equalised. Rangers have equalised on 34 minutes, and that is now Dundee 1, Rangers 1, and Peterborough nearly got a goal there as well, and a well taken goal there by Cerny, and this is now half time at Goodison Park. That's ended 1 to Everton. Peterborough had an opportunity right late on there, and also had an opportunity earlier on following a set piece against Everton. So I have to say, a bit unlucky from, of course, Peterborough. Um, but I think that's a good, solid first half performance from them against Everton, who are waiting for a new manager now. But at the moment, I can confirm 36 minutes is Dundee, 37 minutes, Dundee 1, Rangers 1, and Rangers pulling it back to 1-1 there. And it's Vaclav Cerny who scored for Rangers there. That is a confirmation there on that. Um, it's still playing. It's half time at Craven Cottage. It's Fulham 1, Watford 1, and also the Bluebirds, Cardiff City, are away at Bramall Lane, Sheffield United, and they're winning 1-0. They're on 78 minutes. They started a lot earlier. And in the other match, Real Madrid have taken the lead in the Spanish Supercopa semi-final. It's Real Madrid 1, Majorca 0. It's Jude Bellingham who has scored there on 63 minutes. So that means they've gone part. Yeah, of course, they've gone into second half now. Right, now that I've done the results on that, I'm now going to go into transfer news. So I've got to go there. I've lost. Oh, just delete the page. There we go. And where's my earplugs gone? Oh, here we are. So I'm also covering any latest transfer. It's 0-0 at Goodison Park. Sorry, I beg your pardon. It's Everton 1, Peterborough 0. It's half time there. And Sky News are breaking it that Moyes is in contention for the Everton return. And I think it works sometimes, but it doesn't work long term. And certainly on my page, we've had, for example, the return of Roy Hodgson. I hope you're well out there, Roy Hodgson. Thank you very much for the selfie on the week that it was your birthday when you were our manager. True gentleman, Roy Hodgson there. And so David Moyes knows Everton. He has, since leaving Everton, he's gone to other clubs, but he has won silverware, of course, at West Ham United. So we have to go. But if the deal with David Moyes doesn't land correctly, I would say, I don't think they will, but they've got Wayne Rooney on the sidelines. And let me just see. Also, I can confirm that Manchester City have agreed terms with Marmoush, and as um, they're waiting for the. It says here it's breaking. Um, Marmoush agrees Manchester City move as Frankfurt await a bid. So that what that means is that Manchester City want to sign Omar Marmoush immediately, like now. Eintracht Frankfurt wants 67 mil for the forward. Marmoush has scored 13 goals. He's in European. If you look at all the European leagues, all of them, the top striker, goal scorer at the moment is Mohamed Salah at Liverpool. The second best striker in form right now across all the leagues in Europe, it is um, uh, Omar Marmoush. So it's a goal scorer, it's a goal now, but he'll be absolutely lethal up there at top with Erling Haaland. The question is, will he get the service? Have they got uh, Kevin De Bruyne, as I said, fully back fit? City fans, they'll know, I suppose. So it looks like it's going to happen. Omar Marmoush has agreed in principle to move to Manchester City, pending an agreement between the football clubs. So that's that. Please help me get to 5 likes if you can, and also help me get to um, 5 likes, and also if you can help me get to more subscribers if you are new. And right, I'm just going to have a little bit more food before it goes cold. Mm. And also for anyone out there, um, there has been links. Um, Crystal Palace have got links for 4 players out there, and but nothing's been moving at the moment. Um, the youngster from Millwall, Eze, um, I think we should get him. There should be. I think there's a deal there to be had. Um, so it'll be interesting to see if they get it over the line, regardless of what happens with Mark Gahey, Ebery Eze, or any other Crystal Palace team to be. Villa versus West Ham on TV tomorrow. Um, and yeah, it's West Ham, of course, with their new manager, Graham Potter. He's had 1 day's training, which is, of course, today. He did a press conference. It is up and running. You can watch it, I think, on Sky Sports. The the Graham Potter pre-interview. And just doing a watch along here. Make sure you eat and you drink well and watch your football. And I'm also keeping a tab there on the transfer live. Um, and let's have a look here if there's anything. Um, it, um, a Sky Sports reporter here, I'm getting this is my source. It's a gentleman called Gary Cottrell, and he's just, well, not just, but it's 3 hours. It was 3 hours, but it's 3 hours. He did confirm that Jose Mourinho has received no contact from Everton, and that's what Sky Sports understands. And I don't think it's the cup of tea right now for Jose Mourinho to go to Everton. He said in the Sky, actually, it's a Sky interview. Um, Hold on. And thank you for watching, everybody out there. Thank you. I'm eating. I'm drinking. Sorry, I just got a message that someone's watching. I'm eating. I'm drinking. I'm watching the football, and I'm also looking to see if there's any rumours of any potential signings, not just at Crystal Palace, but any breaking news. But Jose Mourinho, I don't think he's likely to land at Everton. I think David Moyes will return to Everton, and don't forget that Wayne Rooney's out there. He was brought up um, uh, um, as an Evertonian, so he's one of those. Um, Liverpool still monitoring the Kvaratskhelia opportunity there. It's I can't pronounce the name there. Civica Cara Carastilla. Um, he's from he's having interest from PSG and of course from Liverpool, and he's obviously playing for at the moment for Napoli. So it looks like Liverpool looking for a winger there. Um, does that mean Luis Diaz is on his way to Barcelona? Probably not, but they're probably looking for squad in depth there. It's 31 minutes ago. Sky Sports News can confirm a gentleman called Alan Myers at Sky Sports News saying the following. David Moyes has held discussions with the Fried King Group, which now owns Everton, of course, and could make a return as the Everton manager as early as this weekend. So watch your eyes on that. If you're an Evertonian out there, I'm sure Liverpool fans don't want anything good to happen to Everton fans. So they're probably watching that deal to drop through, or I don't know. Well, I'd ask a Liverpool fan, but hold on, I'm going to eat this because my food's getting cold. Mm. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Help me get to 2,000 subscribers if you're watching on playback. And if you can help me get to 5 likes, it'd be amazing. Um, and um, oh, right, this is new. Bournemouth fans out there. Bournemouth and Napoli agreeing a billing deal. That's Philip Binging. Um, Bournemouth have agreed a deal with Napoli for Philip billing the loan until the end of the season. The Serie A side are paying his wages, and the deal includes an option to buy at 9 million for Bournemouth. Now, that's a report by Sky Sports News, Mark McAdams, um, reporting that earlier on, and it's and also if you're a City fan out there, I'm sure you've heard. In case you haven't, Mamouche. It looks like he's agreed conditions with Manchester City. It's now down to both clubs agreeing the transfer fee. That's the way I read it, and it's clear that Pep Guardiola wants him now at the beginning of the transfer window. That's why there's a lot of noise at the moment. But Eintracht Frankfurt, they are looking for something in the region of um, 67 mil, which kind of equates to about 80 million euros. But I think City are saying it's not as high as that. So can they meet halfway there? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But clearly, Pep Guardiola wants his man, and usually when he wants it, he gets it. Um, so and also it looks like um, Everton will get an appointment. Maybe I reckon it will be David Moyes that returns to Everton. Um, it fits the situation, but it's for Everton fans. They just want to climb up 2 FA Cup clouds on BBC iPlayer. Oh, is that tomorrow? Brilliant. Well, right now, yeah, there might be. Yeah, they do that. If you press the red button, I think you can select two. Yeah, they used to do that back in the day when Sky Sports first did the thing. I remember back in the day, you got the satellite installed. You could go into it and you can pick the match that you wanted. It was brilliant. Everybody was trying to get the satellite dish put up. So yeah, there's nothing more in the Marcus Rashford thing. That's right now. The beach. Ah, that's right. Yes, that's right now. So you can watch two things. I'm concentrating on the Everton one because of what's been going on with Everton today. It's been like a big day for Everton. They've released Sean Dyche. If you've been living underneath a rock, it's okay, but I'll inform you. Sean Dyche was released and his coaching staff by Everton FC. That's been official by Everton FC. And they are now looking to bring in a new manager. Sky Sports, the transfer centre, has confirmed that it could be imminent this weekend that David Moyes could be appointed, but obviously they've got to talk it out. They need to work out things, and also it's not just David Moyes that they need. They need to get the coaching staff in there as well, because all the coaching staff left with Sean Dyche. Now, in my opinion, as an outsider looking in, I have to say Everton have just lost a very good manager in Sean Dyche, and they are trying to climb away from the relegation scrap. Now, if they drop points and they get sucked in back into their relegations, can David Moyes bring them out? Technically, I think he can. But the pressure builds and builds and builds. And then people will be asking, well, we need a manager now, like Sean Dyche, to get us out of this rut. There you go. But the new owners, the new group that owns Everton, they want to guarantee Premier League survival clearly, so that next season they can go into the new stadium that has been built and all that jazz. If you know, you know. Just watching the latest breaking news and transfers. I'm also eating a cherry tomato, mozzarella, cheddar cheese, sourdough bread pizza. There is no pineapple on my pizza today, and also I got a bit of potato salad, which is not very good for you, but hey ho, you live and learn, I suppose. And so make sure you enjoy eating your food like this. Make sure you enjoy having a cup of char. Very tasty, very nice, very nice. And enjoy your football. FA Cup fixtures, and make sure, like any Crystal Palace fan out there, and I expect any football fan out there, you've all got your mobile phones or your laptops, and you keep refreshing during the transfer window to see if there's any breaking news from the likes of Fabrizio Romano or any of the good established reliable tier 1 sources on breaking news. There's also amazing other football content creators out there who are very good at actually getting getting the heads up of what's going on, of what players could be linked to their football club. For those of you who are Crystal Palace fans out there, I just want to let you know there's no movement that I've heard, any whispers or anything concrete on why is this so I can barely see it. I know I'm getting a bit old, but okay, I can see it now. Of course, Joby Bellingham from Sunderland, and as a midfielder, Nasser Dija as a centre back, Ben Doak, a right winger, and of course the one which I think could be a certain. I think they should make this one over the line. As a Crystal Palace fan, I don't know anyone at the football club. Although big up to Dougie Freeman for just sparing a few seconds of his time at the last home match against Chelsea at Selhurst Park. Gentlemen, he just took out a few seconds, and I asked him for a selfie, and he gave me a selfie, and it was absolutely wonderful. That made my evening. That afternoon, it was brilliant. So thank you, massive thank you to Dougie Freeman, the Crystal Palace legend. Of course, he's our sporting director, but I didn't have a conversation with him at all or anything like that. It's just it was just a wonderful moment to get a selfie with our legend Dougie Freeman. And but yeah, I think a player that I would like to see as a Crystal Palace fan be landed at Selhurst Park will be a young man, Romain. Romain, I don't know how you pronounce his first name. Romain Eze is not. We've got Ebrieze, and Ebrieze's surname is spelled Eze. Romain's his surname, although his essay is actually spelled ESSE. So it's a different. He's a young player. He plays in an attacking midfielder position. Romain Eze, and he's currently playing at Millwall, and he's making waves down there, and he's if we don't nab him, I think somebody else will come in for him, and I think he'll be something in the region of possibly 7.5 mil, perhaps maybe 8. I don't know. I usually just wait until the Crystal Palace officially says what they can say officially about the contract, and then go with that. But I think that's a deal that needs to be done, because of their injuries and players linked out from Crystal Palace. City have got problems in the midfield, for example. Adam Walton, a lot of people like the looks of Adam Walton. He's based up on the north, back up north. Remember that this time last season, Dougie Freeman and the scouts and the coach and the transfer team at Crystal Palace, they brought in Daniel Munoz and Adam Walton, and their value has gone up. So that's what I'm looking for them to do that again this in the January transfer season window, to bring in someone like, if they could bring in Romain Eze and Ben Doak and Joby Bellingham, that would be a win. That would be a win there to have. The problem is that that could be a consequence of somebody like Eze or Mark Cahill leaving. I hope not. But then, as I said before, Crystal Palace, as Steve Parish has said to Sky Sports one time, not the bit where he says if you want superstars, you've got to pay superstar money or something like that. What I want to emphasise, what Steve Parish says, and I agree with him, is that Crystal Palace has a due responsibility to facilitate, to ensure that the Crystal Palace players can progress their playing careers, not just at Crystal Palace, but also if opportunity arises and it's right for them in their career, like Eze, like Mark Gahey, then there is a responsibility inherent there by Crystal Palace, and I'm sure they'll honour that, and I'm sure that they will work with the player, whoever it is, to find the correct move away to where they may want to go and move. And I will say to every Eze and Mark Gahey as an example, if you're going to leave, go to a club that's going to win the Champions League or a Premier League. And of course Chelsea are one of those. Although their manager is a bit tinkering at the moment at Chelsea, Mascherano, but also if Liverpool, for example, coming for any of those two, or Manchester City coming for it, it's a completely different ballgame, and you just cannot be holding a player like Eze and Mark Gahey for that. As Fulham scored a goal, big up to you, Simic. So that's the update on the Crystal Palace players, and it's kicking off already at the second half. At here, I'm babbling on about Crystal. If I start talking about Crystal Palace, I'll be here all, well, literally. Right, let me just go back to this. Right, there you go, I'll leave it there. Right, please hit like and subscribe at Diego Palace. Help me get to 5 likes if you can in the chat. I've got Everton 1, Peterborough. Right, let me take this off for now. But I am keeping on that one in there because if there's any breaking transfer situations, I'll break it to you lot live. And at the moment, there's nothing in. I think for today, I think that might be it. But you never know, there might be something later on there. And I lost 200. Oh, don't bet too much money. Be careful. Don't lose your money. I'm not a gambling person. But actually, I'm quite good at predicting Scottish Premiership predictions when I do them. So maybe I should. I don't know. If there's any bet companies out there, perhaps send me a DM. Corner for Peterborough here on 48 minutes. And Everton defending this set piece, this corner coming in on 49 minutes. And the keeper comes out, and solid hands there from the young Evertonian goalkeeper, taking it very well there indeed. I'm just going to eat the remainder of my food because I'm hungry and it's going cold. Having a cherry. Oh, Everton crossing the ball into the penalty area of Peterborough. And now Peterborough just woofing the ball away. Good pass upfield. And can he hold the ball up? That's a foul, ref. Referee. That should be a red card. Big up to you mentioning that Real Madrid have scored 3 goals in the Spanish Supercopa against Mallorca. But that's a foul. That should be a yellow card on I think that's Braithwaite. On the was there a card? But on 50 minutes, Peterborough again a free kick. For me, that should have been a yellow card on the Everton player. This is what I mean. Real talk. Let me just have a little refresh there. I can confirm it's still Dundee 1, Rangers 0 there on half time. Let me just refresh it again. And also Sheffield United 0, Cardiff 1. That is a full-time FA Cup third round result. Sheffield United are out of the FA Cup, and Cardiff, the Bluebirds, have got a very good victory there away for Cardiff away fans there. Everton 1 on 51 minutes, Peterborough 0. And Fulham have scored a second goal. Marco Silva's there. Fulham at the Craven Cottage have now gone ahead against Watford 2-1. And it was a penalty. Jimenez got a penalty there. And earlier on, Rodrigo Muniz scoring with Adam Traore giving the assist for Muniz there for Fulham. Let me just check if Joachim Andersen has started for Fulham. Yes, Joachim Andersen is starting there. A new goalkeeper there, I don't recognise. Bendes in goal for Fulham. And the Smith Rowe there, Traore and Iwobi on the attacking side there. In the pivot for Fulham, they've got Andres Pereira and Lukic. And here's Everton on the right-hand side. And he's going to cross it. It's just pocketed the Peterborough left back. And you can see the experience. You can see the level of experience between the Evertonian players and the Peterborough. You can't sell yourself on there. When you're running towards the corner flag, hold back, because he just pocketed the Peterborough left back there. He's still got him in his pocket there. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego Palace. Yes, big up to someone in the chat that they mentioned Real Madrid. Yes, Real Madrid have won 3-0 against Majorca in the Spanish Supercopa semi-final. Hold on a minute, let me just see what the live chat's saying. And it's saying, big up to Alex Cesar, I hope you're well. It's after the third goal from Rodrigo Bellingham, shake the player's head and injured him. Oh, right. And all the players rushed to Bellingham and started arguing. Big scenes. Real Madrid, why is Bellingham causing scenes? They're winning 3-0. And Vinny was on the sidelines talking trash. Vincent Jr., he's always causing trouble. He got sent off in the last one. There's a big fight at Real Madrid. Big up to Alex SR. Thanks for letting me know. I've got to replay that in a minute. Stevie Shaw after the game, he goes Real Madrid. Yeah, he was. And big up to Alex SR7 there, telling me that there's a big punch up. I get that will be clipped and that'll be played because the player was talking trash. Okay. Listen, Mrs. Junior, it's just let your football do your talking. Don't get involved with anything else. And but he's probably got a sour night because obviously he didn't get his Ballon d'Or and they gave it to the City player, of course. Real talk. Make sure you eat your food and drink while you watch your football. Peterborough players there, the youngster Hayes is eating the turf and always in pain down there, the lad. Let's have a look. That's Patterson again. Patterson should be on a yellow card now. He pushed him. The ball was not to be fault there, and the Evertonian player pushed the into the turf, and he didn't need to put his shoulder into him. I mean, football, that's football, but this is what I'm talking about. And I can see an equaliser here. I'm not jinxing it for the Everton fans, but I can see Peterborough getting a set piece goal return. Not from open play. I think from a set piece. I think Everton have now sped up. Ramsey don't like Vinny Jones Jr. The behaving nervous. It's just, even before the situation of the Ballon d'Or, everyone knows that thing is more or less orchestrated for certain clubs to pick it up. And but I have to say, no Real Madrid attending and all this and whatnot. It's clearly that it's also breaking news. I did that earlier on, Alex SR, but thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, no, if you see anything that you think is breaking news, put it on there by all means. But yeah, I reported that earlier on. Sean Dyche has been released earlier on today by Everton FC and his entire coaching staff, and now they're looking to bring David Moyes as per Sky Sports News. They think that appointment might be imminent at the weekend, so watch this space. Don't forget that Everton also had a young lad that used to love that football club, and his name is Wayne Rooney, and he's available right now. I wouldn't say No, Alex says so. Yes, yes, a silly mistake. But what I would say is that they've got new owners at Everton, and normally when new owners go into a football club, they then say to themselves, "Look, we could go down. Everton, the new owners at Everton, don't want to be playing next season in the new stadium that has just been built." In the Championship. They want to be doing that in the Premier League. So they've said, right, it's the beginning of the transfer window. Let's take stock of where we are. Let's respectfully let Sean Dyche and his coaching staff leave. Let's get somebody in that we think that can take us away up towards mid-table, perhaps even higher. And they think David Moyes is the man for doing that. But I have to say, sometimes when players and managers return to their old clubs, it works. It has a little honeymoon effect a little bit, but then the results keep going the wrong way, and then people start asking, why did we get? Because if Everton gets sucked into a relegation scrap towards the end of the season, I guarantee you, Everton fans will be saying, why did we get rid of Sean Dyche? Because he's built, he's born, he's bred it, he knows how to get out of a relegation scrap, and they've just got rid of one pound for pound. What would be ironic is that Sean Dyche then goes to another Premier League club, and then he helps them survive, and then Everton go down. There you go. I think the Liverpool fans will love that. I think Everton is still one of the only Premier League clubs that has never been relegated from the Premier League. There's Patterson with a free kick there near the flagpole for Everton on 57 minutes. Everton won. Everton won. Peterborough 0. Diego, you're funny, man. You stream Everton pulls myself. A semi-final between. Yeah, I did that. I'm doing streaming for different types of, not just Crystal Palace men or women. And let me just get this in because this is getting cold. Whoever said that Crystal Palace fans can't multitask? I'm eating, I'm drinking, I'm keeping an eye on the transfer market, I'm keeping an eye on the FA Cup fixture between Everton and Peterborough. And big up to Steve and big up to everyone else in the chat. They're keeping me informed of what or not is going on in the what's happened there? In the not just in the FA Cup fixtures today, but in the Scottish Premiership. Is there still half time there? I'm sure there's no. They started playing again. That's what I thought. It's Dundee won. They went ahead. Rangers are pulling it back. Shambolic defending by Rangers in the first half, and now it's game on. There's 1-1 at the moment. I would expect Rangers to pull it out the bag, and that's what it is. The full-time result in the FA Cup third round, it was Sheffield United at Bramall Lane 0. Cardiff, the City Bluebirds there, they won 1 goal at Bramall Lane, so it's a very good win for them there. And also, and here's Peterborough on the break, but it's just 2 against 3, and he's lost the ball, the young lad, and I think from open play it will be an ask for them to get it. It's 9 p.m. where I think, I'll tell you something. It's I think it's Peterborough might get something in the last 10 minutes of this match. They might get something back from a set piece, and that would, as long as it's 1-0 down, anything can happen. It's Everton 1, Peterborough 0, and it's coming up to the 60 minutes to the hour mark. 50 minutes in the Scottish Premiership, it's Dundee 1, Rangers 1, and earlier on also in the Spanish Supercopa, Real Madrid winning the 3-0 against Majorca. And I'm actually looking into it because someone in the chat, big up to everyone in there, did mention that there was all sorts of scenes. Diego was in the dice. I'm not going to read that one out, but big up to you. I hope you're okay. Yeah, so that was Real Madrid 3, Majorca 0. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C Palace if you are new. and it's I'm just double checking if there's any transfer breaking news further on. I think usually about this time in the day, um, and it's not contacted over Everton. Yeah, Sky News confirming that Mourinho was not contacted by Everton, and definitely Marmoush, Rashford. Um, there's things to be updated as the time goes on. Marcus Rashford's representatives have clearly been given the green hat to and basically go to AC Milan, go to Como, the other Serie A club, and also to go to, I believe it's in Spain, to talk to other clubs to see what might be available. If you're new to the channel, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I can't eat any more of this pizza. It was a sourdough bread base with cherry tomatoes, mozzarella, and cheddar cheese with a hint of basil. I sprinkled a bit of basil in there. And it's a lovely pizza there, kind of half made there, and I can't eat anymore. I've had enough, and a little bit of potato salad to go there, munching there. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Help me get to 5 likes. It would be wonderful if you can all help me get to that 5 likes. If you watch along to go, I actually got 10 likes or 15 likes. I was actually mad. That was insane. So, yeah, make sure you eat and drink while you watch your football. And Sky Sports, they're confirming that there has been discussions held with David Moyes. So that should go over the line. But you never know in football. Something might not, I expect Liverpool fans don't want the Everton fans to get what they want. And here we go. This is Peterborough on the ball in the penalty area. He's still got the ball. Oh, he's lost it. He's surrounded by 5 Everton players. Everton clear their lines. But here comes Peterborough back again. So he's coming. Good encouragement there for Peterborough. Pressing the Everton players. But they just run out of numbers. The poor lad. Who is it? Let's have a look. Let's have a look who it is. I don't recognise any of the Peterborough players. So I'm just going to go into the lineup. And that is much better from Peterborough there. I think that was Jones. I think that was Jones. It was either Jones or Con Clark for Peterborough up top. And there has been half-time substitutions too for Peterborough. A young lad called Nevitt, he came off, and Watling's come on. Jones came off, and Lindegreen came on for Jones for Peterborough at half time. There's another substitution going on now, I think, or is somebody injured? I don't know. Yeah, Peterborough substitution now. They're just making an announcement. Please help me get to 5 likes. It's a watch along for Everton. I can confirm that officially Everton FC announced this morning that Sean Dyche and his coaching staff has been. The last time I made a greasy chill sandwich, I was, and yeah, you got to be careful when you cook there, because you don't want to overcook it and burn your food. But that is a double substitution for Peterborough. But it's all very tasty. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of cheese. And of course, the manager for Peterborough is Darren Ferguson, the son of Sir Alex Ferguson. So he's still there, down at the posh there. Doing something there, and he's brought on, he's changed the captain, he's taken off the captain, Kipirao, and he's brought on De Havingland on 65 minutes. I think it was just one substitution, unless I'm wrong. But here comes Everton on the attack, winning the ball in the Peterborough area. They're walking it through the lines, and now Peterborough on a semi-little breakaway there, but he's been fouled. Why is this referee not booking the Everton players? And someone's just kicked the ball away there. So he gets a yellow card for Everton. They should have booked both of the players. Look at the way. Why did the Everton player didn't get booked? And the one that kicked the ball away, he got a yellow card. But the referee, when is he going to find his yellow cards for these Everton players? It's 65 minutes into the match. Beto kicking the ball away. and of course he got a yellow card there. And yeah, let's have a look at the Everton players. Oh, sorry, Beto was booked on 66 minutes. No, that's the one it is. And that's it's offside for Peterborough. Unlucky. Well defended line there by it's a lot of youngsters. I can see by the facial expressions of some of the players for Peterborough, but they've done ever so well in the first half. Unlucky they couldn't get to half time with a 0-0. I think they desperately needed that. Oh well. Big up to you. I hope you're well. Who else have I missed? Their time zone. Yeah, take care, Semi 0006. Thank you for dropping in. Stay safe. And big up to Alex SR there for wishing him a good rest there. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at TAOC Palace. It's Everton 1, Peterborough 0. And, as a neutral, and I want to see this going to a 1-1, and then the last 5 minutes of the match is just be absolute scenes. But I think Everton should edge this one. But there's only 1-0 still, and anything can happen in the cup competition. Everton 0, and I'm just checking on the transfer window to see if there's any updates, any latest updates there. And no, there's no more updates there that I can see, that I can report to you lot. Nothing imminent, but if I see anything breaking there, I can take this off now. What are people going to think out there? I hope so. I think you'll be. Thank you for asking. I think I'll be on tomorrow afternoon or evening, but if something comes up, I might be on the road, so I don't want to sort of guarantee it. But yeah, I hope to be on tomorrow evening as well. So thank you for asking. And if you set them a notification bell on, it should pop up, hopefully, when I go live, and give you a notification, hopefully, on YouTube. Please help me get to 5 likes out there, people, if you can. And also, please help me subscribe at Diego C. Palace. It is currently Everton 1, Peterborough 0 on 68 minutes I've got here. And I'm quickly just checking transfer rumours as well. There's news and then there's rumours. So, and this is Peterborough here, deep in the, that's a substitution there. Armstrong is off, Beto is off, and Broyes come on, and Harrington is come on for Everton. Fresh legs there. Squad in there for Everton is a lot better than Peterborough on many levels. So you should think that Everton should be well ahead of this, at least 2 or 3-0, but it's only still 1-0. So big changes for Everton today. As I say, they released Sean Dyche. Will they rue that decision? The new ownership at Everton, of course, they don't want to be seen next year in the Championship, having them built and got a new stadium ready at the ready. But how ironic would it be that they've released Sean Dyche, and then Sean Dyche goes to another rival Premier League club, and yeah, it's crazy temperatures all over the place, and it's yeah, and if Sean Dyche then saves another football club and it means Everton go down, that will be seen. So there's a good cross there from Peterborough on the left hand side, but Everton clearing the lines there. Let me just see. Very confident on the ball. The youngsters for Peterborough, you've got to give them respect. They're not being outstaged by the occasion of playing away at Goodison Park against more experienced, more mature players. There's a lot of youngsters I can see in their Peterborough, and when they make a mistake, they quickly go back to try and win the ball back. They don't give up on each other, and you have to respect that. And as I say, it's only 1-0. Let's put here transfer rumours. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's been a link. That was yesterday with Kobe Mainoo possibly going to Chelsea, and possibly Rashford for Dortmund. But that was yesterday's news. But usually where there's a little bit of smoke, there could be a little bit of fire. And that's Everton. They're winning a corner at against the Posh, against Peterborough. And I'll tell you something, if Manchester United fans allow their football club to let go of Kobe Mainoo, they're going to be in a relegation fight, scrap. I said it 3 games ago. Also, no, I actually said it. I said it when they lost against Newcastle. That first half against Newcastle, when they played that, when I saw that first half, I said to them, if they play as atrociously as they did against Newcastle in that first half, when they lost in the Premier League against Newcastle, I said it in my live stream, at the beginning of February, the 1st to 2nd, Manchester United could find themselves in the bottom 3. And numerically they can. So, Ashley Young is going to come on for Everton. The squad in there of Everton is just beyond levels to what Peterborough has got. Let me just see what you said there. Big up to you. If Mainoo lose, dude, if Kobe Mainoo drives. If it's done because of a financial decision upstairs, if you like, from the people that run the football club, and then they allow that, and my friends have started stopping me. You poor lad. Listen, if it's a financial decision, that's just insane. And if it's a football decision, it's even doubly madness. And they should build a team up there. They've got a good manager. They've got a good player in Kobe Mainoo, in my opinion, and Rushman Holland. And Everton with a rush challenge there, but that's a goal kick now for Peterborough on 72 minutes. Still plenty of time. A good 17, 18 minutes to play of normal time. So it's only still 1-0. So let's see what happens. The game needs an equaliser in the last 5 or 10 minutes. They go at it each end to end. And Patterson has gone off. I think he should have had a yellow card earlier on. But do you know what referees are like these days? What not? Please check out, this morning I did a watch along, my very first watch along for Transfer Morning News. It's supposed to be, I've only been like 1 hour, ended up doing it until midday, so it nearly went to 3 hours. I think it went over 3 hours actually. And so it's just a learning curve, reacting to live breaking news of transfers. Of course, there was the saga of Everton releasing their manager Sean Dyche and his entire coaching staff. And so that was that. There was the Marcus Rashford thing. Of course, he's linked to many. He's linked to AC Milan. A loan deal to AC Milan, yes, but not in the way that they've just recently won that cup final against Inter Milan. I did a watch along for that. They've got too many offensive players in form, no injuries. I don't see Marcus Rashford going there and sitting on the bench if he's going to go to a new project elsewhere, because I do think as an outsider looking in, there's still a player there, definitely a player there. He needs a new challenge, but he needs to be on the grass and by all means fight for his position. But I think there's a player there, but he needs a new challenge. The challenge could still well be at Manchester United. So all these, but clearly the representatives of Marcus Rashford have been given the green hat to go, the green flag, if you like. Peterborough defending their deep, and to go out to places like AC Milan, Como, and also to Spanish La Liga side. But what I say to Manchester United fans out there, if you're looking to offload some of your players into Europe, there is a European guideline that there is a cap of how many non-EU players can play in your side, and then you can't just keep bringing them in. And in Como, for example, that football side there, they've already got Dele Alli there. So they'll have to remove Dele Alli from their books and then bring in the likes of Marcus Rashford. So that, and if he's looking for a move out in Europe, he has to take that in consideration. And the club that's trying to bring him in will have to look at that as well. Now, there's also been rumours of Marcus Rashford being linked to Chelsea. No, not Chelsea, I beg your pardon. West Ham United. Sky Sports News, the transfer centre confirmed that West Ham United have made Manchester United aware that to keep them informed of what's going on. So that, keep your eye open. That could be something for Graham Potter, who's the new West Ham manager there. He's probably said, look, if you can get him, we'll do something with that. And yeah, so that's one thing there. Um, I think I could see that one happening in a way. He'll reunite with Awan Basaka there, so it's that could happen. And if there's a deal there to be had with Karen Brady at West Ham United, if anyone can get a deal like that over the line, I mean, no doubt that Dame Karen Brady will. Very very efficient. Um, a football executive, businesswoman there for West Ham United. A youngster coming off, Donnelly, another youngster coming on for Peterborough, and on 76 minutes. I'm not aware of them. So, but it's good to see young players there taking up a task against the um, uh, the Everton side. Of course, the manager of the Posh of Peterborough is Darren Ferguson. He's the son of Sir Alex Ferguson there. So it's good to see young man. Well, it's not a young man, but managers going there and down there in those leagues and them gutsing it out. Right, let me have a quick look at what you said there because you wrote a lot of this. No, never forget when Liverpool fans laughed at Manchester United fans for getting smashed by Tottenham just to lose 2-0 to the Villa the same day. Lockdown football. Listen, things happen in that lockdown period. Goal don't count after VAR check. What's happened here? What's happened here? Was it here? And was that a penalty for Everton? I presume you mean somewhere else. Dundee scored. Oh, but it was offside. Oh, big up to you, Steve. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I didn't think it was at this time because I haven't seen it. Yeah. Oh, right. So, so then, can I just reiterate to Stephen and the other Rangers fans out there, what is going on with your defenders? What is going on with you? You're digging a hole for yourselves. Sort out your defence. Sort out your midfield. Get your midfield to protect your back line. It's not scientific. And here's Everton with a ball across the field outside the Peterborough penalty area. Oh, he's just pocketed the youngster, and it's just oh yeah. So it's at times it's like watching a man play against a boy, literally a young man, and unders players there. When you look at the Everton experienced players playing against some of the young players, but this is brilliant experience for these youngsters that play for Peterborough. This is a good test for them. I think they'll be absolutely gutted with themselves that they didn't get to half-time 0-0. I think that could have transformed this tie for various reasons. But they've made both managers have made their substitutions. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Hold on a minute. Please help me get to 5 likes if you're watching live. Or if you're watching on playback, please drop a like. It helps attract new subscribers to the channel. And I have to say that the interactions from all of you out there have been absolutely amazing. The subscribers are going up, the likes are going up, and the comments are going up. And this is Peterborough now. Looking, oh, it's just an Everton player. That's a foul on the Everton player. Was it a foul? Let's have a look. Yeah, it was. He caught him. I think the referee was looking to play the game forward there. Let's have a look. No, that was not. That's not a foul. That's just the Everton player losing the ball. That's a robbing. This referee is not watching the game properly. He should have booked two of the Everton players in the first half, and that wasn't a foul made by the Peterborough young player. It was the Everton player just losing his ball. There was no contact. Terrible refereeing. Absolutely terrible. Darren Ferguson on his touchline must be thinking, we could do without that. Thank you very much, ref. Are you watching the game properly, ref? It's always with Everton at Goodison Park. They always get those kind of decisions go their way. Oh, big up to you, Steve. You did say Everton 1-0, and actually I forgot to put my prediction, but I do see Everton seeing this out internally. As a neutral for this, because of what's been happening with Everton. I think Darren Ferguson was probably looking to get the Peterborough, the posh manager, to get to half-time 0-0. But they held out, and this is right at the end of the first half. A little mistake there, lack of concentration there between the midfielders and the defence. Everton were able to pick a line through them, literally from those lines of defence, the midfield and the in and around their own penalty area, and Everton scored. But up to that point, they've defended really well. And this is Everton, the Peterborough goalkeeper, rush decision going out. He won the ball. And there's an Everton player down injured, but it's not a head injury. So Peterborough now should make an advantage. Broja is down injured. He's holding his head, but it wasn't a head injury. So they should carry on playing. And he's moving around like he's gone down like a salmon. And there's nothing wrong with him. He shouldn't have jumped out the water. Real talk. It's not a head injury. It's not. It doesn't look like a heavy challenge, a dangerous challenge made on him. So it's just injuries. So it is what it is. This referee should have booked 2 of the Everton players yellow cards in the first half. And there's a foul that I just seen that was never a foul. And they gave it to Everton. It was ridiculous. And here's the home crowd. They're booing. But Peterborough don't need to stop. And the ball crossing over. And Braithwaite getting hold of the ball, the home crowd are booing because their player is down on the pitch, but there's nothing wrong with him. He's probably just having a little rest, like real talk. And Peterborough just passing the ball around confidently, and that's what it is. Is they've got to play the game. They've got to play to the whistle. And this is a ball in round the back, and it's unlucky for the youngster from Peterborough, and he's getting the away crowd to roar for them, and unlucky, he just couldn't cross it. It was his weaker left foot, they're saying in the commentary, and that's a shame. Let's have a look what happened to Broja. Oh, maybe he was caught. I do take it back. Let me have a look. No, it wasn't the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper didn't touch him. So Broja's moving along. No, their defender won the ball clearly, and Broja's gone down thinking that he's busted his leg, and I'm sorry, he's wasted. If he gets up and starts running within the next 3 minutes after receiving an injury, that means there's absolutely nothing wrong with his leg. No. Oh, but he has had injuries on that leg before, so he's do you know what? I don't think he's putting it on. Actually, he does look in pain. Yeah, no, the guy, Broja is like literally nearly crying there and you can tell it could be serious because the medical team are keeping that leg completely still, making sure it doesn't move until they assess the injury to that leg. Let me have a look. The player comes along. No, you know what? The player didn't make contact with him. It was the way when he jumped over, when Broja landed, he jarred his leg. So when he landed onto the turf, he's jarred. I think he's probably jarred his knee as he landed. But there was no contact of the Peterborough player when he won the ball. There was physically no contact. So that's why the referee didn't blow. But Ashley Young is getting ready there for Everton. If you're new to the channel, please help me get to 5 likes. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. This is a watch along in the FA Cup 3rd round fixture between Everton and Peterborough. And yeah, he's been carried off. So I do take it back. He is injured. It's not because of the player tackling him. It's the way he landed and he jarred his foot. Maybe the studs caught into the turf and it's just jarred his knee and his whole weight was behind it. And literally, yeah, this is not good for him. And I take it back for saying that he wasn't injured. He's literally not able to walk off the pitch. And with an incurring leg injury, they can see that the medical staff, what they need to do is they need to put something between both of the legs and then tie the legs together and then lift him up. Not tie him really hard, but that's what they need to do. They need to stabilise both legs so that it doesn't move, because that stretcher that they brought in, that's not the correct stretcher. Steve, Ross County versus Celtic on Saturday. The Hearts Aberdeen Sunday. I remember going to Dingwall not that long ago. Yeah, there's a big injury. So that means there's going to be at least 4 to 5 minutes of Decore is warming up there. He's taking his kit off there, getting ready. He needs to go for a little runabout because it is very chilly there. Darren Ferguson there is looking at it. He should be, Darren Ferguson, the posh manager, the Peterborough manager, he should be looking at this match now and saying, right, what can I do here? Because we're going to have extra, they're going to have at least 5 minutes extra time. Because I do take it back, this is a bad injury to the Everton forward player. And this is what they're doing now. They're now basically tying his leg so he doesn't move when they lift him. Because if that's, look, I'm not a medical person, but the way they were holding his leg, it's like if it's a neck injury or a back injury, you've got to keep the person very still. But because it's a leg injury, what they're doing is they are securing that limb, if you like, the leg, to make sure it doesn't move as they pick him up and take him. Yeah, he's and he's a big lad as well. He's not a small player, he's a big lad. And I'm sorry, but the people coming out with a stretcher, I don't know if they're strong enough to lift him up. I'm looking at the replay again. The defender comes across, wins the ball, he jumps over him, and then, yeah, it's the way he landed. Oh, yeah, he jarred his right knee, his right leg there. It's the way he landed. And I think he's had previous injuries, so... and they are replacing him. What they've done is they put him onto a very small stretcher, and then they put him into a bigger stretcher there on 87 minutes. And what they need to do, the stretchers, the people that brought on the stretchers, they don't look like they're strong enough to lift him up because he's a big lad. So, quite frankly, they should bring in a small little golf cart and then lift him onto something like that and wheel him off as gingerly as possible, because it's a limb and they need to keep that limb, that leg still. They have now got him into the bigger stretcher now, and they've had to bring some stronger people there. Right, don't drop him now. Why is that? They need another person on that side. They're going to drop him. If they drop this player onto the pitch, it's going to be yeah, at Goodison Park there, they are applauding him. 4 people carrying him off. But I tell you something, he's a big person himself, so it's gonna weigh a bit. But they need to make sure that they take him to hospital and scan that leg to make sure that and yeah, they've secured his feet so his feet don't move. And that's not good to see of any football player. It's the way he landed on his own weight. Malanga coming off, to Corey going on, and Broja, who's the one that's injured, he's gone off, of course, on the stretcher. And for those of you who know that Goodison Park, the exit is actually where the away fans are, and the tunnel to get out is not actually on the side where the home and away managers sit. They have to cross the whole pitch. And yeah, the Evertonian fans, they should know that Broja has had an experience previously with injuries with his legs. And there you go. So Everton, if we haven't got a manager, one of the best offensive players, Broja, has now just been carried off. So now they're not just looking for a manager and a coaching staff. They're now also looking, perhaps, no, that's not a foul. Now they look and now they're looking for a centre forward. So it's piling up, and at the same time they're having to pay off, I expect, Sean Dyche and his coaching staff, because they've released them from their contract. 90 minutes now. Now here is it's Everton 1, Peterborough 0. A big up to everyone in the chat. Thank you very much. There's over 4 people there. Thank you very much, everyone tuning in. I'm also trying to keep everyone in check. with any transfer news. Big up to the Sky Sports transfer. I'm also checking that. I'm also checking other news outlets there to see if there's any changes, and nothing more doing not there. And definitely for City fans out there, Marmoush has agreed terms from Frankfurt to Manchester City. Now it's a question of both clubs hammering out a possible deal. Oh, the Peterborough player slipped there at the wrong possible time there, unlucky. And now the other one has just fouled the Everton player, he's just chopped him up. And there's another Everton player down injured, and now the Peterborough player has actually gone down injured. Now there's another Peterborough player also down injured near the penalty area of Everton. At the moment, we have 3 players, 2 Peterborough players down injured. Oh, it's cramped. It's cramped. They've lifted his leg up there. It's I think Peterborough have done themselves justice out there. It's a shame that they didn't get to half time, 0-0, and but they've had opportunities in the first half. Not out and out clear out, but they've had opportunities, and I think that they would have hoped to have gone half time at 0-0, but it just wasn't to be. But it's a very good performance from Darren Ferguson's, the Sir Alex Ferguson's son, who's the manager at Peterborough, the Posh. And I'm just checking any other possible rumours. Just bear with me. Let me just refresh. Just looking at this. In the last 8 minutes, everyone's releasing stuff. Probably Helia. I can't pronounce that. How would you put a name? It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's got 13 letters in his first name. It's a player linked to Liverpool. Is his surname as long as his first name? Because how'd you put that on a shirt? He's going to have a nickname, surely. Let me try and pronounce it. Kvaratskhelia. He looks like he's linked to Liverpool. I think he's a winger. I haven't double checked that, but he is linked. Oh, there's his name. Is Civica Kvaratskhelia. Definitely, and so we have to wait and see what happens there. Also, it's still 1-0 to Everton, where 10 minutes of minimum added time announced there. But I'm also checking on the other phone to see if there's any late evening transfer breaking news anywhere. Looking at TalkSport, looking at Sky Sports, looking at Fabrizio Romano, looking at all sorts of whatnots out there to see if anyone's got a whiff of something that's going to break. I resigned to the fact that no one is going to buy. TalkSport on YouTube are saying, oh no, that was 2 days ago. I'm looking for something a bit more recent, actually, not 2 days ago. Yeah, I don't think there's anything more breaking today. But if I do see anything, of course, I will feed it back to everybody out there. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Everton 1, the Posh, Peterborough 0. Ashley Young there deemed to have overrun the ball, and he's having a moan there with the lino, and they're running out of time. Peterborough, the Posh. That's a foul, surely, ref. Right, let me have a look and see here. Oh, they've got about 4 or 5 minutes. Peterborough might get one more chance if they're lucky on the Everton goal, but at the moment I just don't see it. But it's a valiant effort by Peterborough United, the Posh, by Darren Ferguson and his side, playing 3 at the back against Everton at Goodison Park, with a mad day of announcements at Goodison Park, obviously, with them releasing Sean Dyche and his entire coaching staff on the day that they've got an FA Cup fixture, a televised one, and but it's happened. And what's happened for Everton is that Leighton Baines, he's taken over as a interim manager. Leighton Baines there, and here's Everton, ball over the top, and oh, the ball's still in there. The ball's gone out, I think. Do you know what? I've just seen one of the Everton substitution. His surname is Butterfield, and we used to have a player at Crystal Palace called Butterfield. I was like, what? What's going on? Has he come back? But yeah, so it is what it is, and it's a little bit disappointing, I think, from Everton's perspective, because Broja was brought on as a substitute on 68 minutes, and no, sorry, he was brought on as a substitute, and then he had to be substituted because of that horrible injury on his leg. Oh, hello, is that an Everton penalty? I think Everton has just got a penalty. Oh dear. I think that's a foul on Branthwaite. I think that might be a penalty. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Let's have a look. Is that a penalty? Let's have a look. Oh, I think that's a penalty. Sorry, mate. He's literally doing what Liverpool players do. But you just don't do it. When the ball's coming towards you, you've got to let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Don't keep hold of him. He's still holding him as the ball's coming. When the ball's coming towards your direction, you've got to let go. Otherwise, it's a penalty, and it's given a penalty. That's just bad experience. If you look at Virgil van Dijk, he's excellent at holding the players, and as soon as he thinks that the ball's coming towards him, i.e. interfering with the play of the ball or with the play, you let go of the player. You have to let go. Otherwise, it's a penalty. And Everton have got a penalty in added time. And let's have a look at the name of that and learn the name of the Peterborough goalkeeper. Is a player called Bilo Kapik, and it's made to go the wrong way. Everton 2, the Posh 2. That's and I suppose this will help the Evertonians, but they've had an injury to one of their main players, attacking players, and also they don't have a manager and they don't have a coaching staff at the moment. So uncertainty at Everton, but today's win over the Posh will be good for the interim manager at Everton, Leighton Burns. He was a good player in his day, I can't deny. And a well taken penalty there, sending the keeper the wrong way. But I think as I said, I mean, I can't sound like a scratch record, but had Peterborough got to half time 0-0, it kind of maybe just given a little bit of an edge, perhaps the different options in how the substitutions came about for second half. And there was 2 substitutions from Peterborough at half time, so I think that would have changed it. Whether it would have done, I don't know. I don't know enough about Peterborough. I don't recognise most of the players, I have to say, but it's just as a feel as I got from watching this match. In other fixtures, I can confirm that it is big up to anybody out there. It's 90 minutes. Dundee won. Rangers are still won. They're still equalised in that match. What is going on with Rangers starting matches and conceding goals? Oh my God, they seem to just like, I've got to come back from behind. Peterborough there are overrunning the ball there. I think that's an Everton goal kick. And he's hiding his head. But no, you don't need to be like that. I think the Peterborough players have done a good... I think the Peterborough there... I think the Peterborough players have done a good show of themselves out there. Rangers hit the bar. Oh no! What's going on, Rangers? Not only are you conceding goals earlier on in every Scottish Premiership, when you get into the last third at the end of matches, you're hitting the posts, you're hitting woodwork. There's going to be huge pressure there on no, yeah, it's still 2-0. I thought something happened there. 4 minutes of added time. Oh, at your end, yeah. Big pressure there on Philip Clement. And I can confirm it has ended here at Goodison Park. A valiant effort from Darren Ferguson's the posh players. Of course, Peterborough there. For those of you who don't know, the nickname of Peterborough is there. The nickname is the posh, and it's and a convinced win by Everton, not by a mile. It's a pity, as I say, that Peterborough couldn't take their chances in before Everton scored their goal at the end of the first half, and it would have been interesting if the Posh had got to half time 0-0. I wonder if Darren Ferguson would have changed those half time substitutions in a different manager of what he did change at half time. But at times I have to say the experience of the Everton players, it was like men playing against under 21s, and but I don't think none of the Peterborough players should feel downhearted because they showed a performance that's actually young, holding one of the Peterborough players and giving them all encouragement, and this is a good experience for the young and established Peterborough players, and it's a full house at Goodison Park, so I think that will help financially. It's a big match against a Premier League side in the FA Cup that helps financially. Clubs like Peterborough, it goes a hell of a long way, I expect, with their balance sheet at the end of their financial year, no doubt. Peterborough 2, Everton 2, waiting for the appointment of a new manager. Peterborough under Darren Ferguson there, which I think is a good manager. Peterborough now. Also ended in the FA Cup third round, 92. I'll go over to the Rangers game in a minute. Fulham 4, Watford 1, and it was at 1.11, but Fulham stepping up the levels there, and of course they've got the likes of Joachim Anderson there, and right. Let me go to the other. Let me see if I can get the. Let me see if I can get the. What happens if you press on the. Yes, you can. So hold on a minute. So I've got to go there. Ooh, you can't see. Okay, good. Please help me get to 5 likes if you're new to the channel. Help me get to 5 likes today, if you can, and also help me get to 2,000 subscribers. If you can, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I cover content of the Crystal Palace women, the Crystal Palace men, when I get a chance to, and also, as you can see, Scottish football, which I'm going to do now, and of course other fixtures in their domestic cups and European competitions. Also, there's some watch-alongs there for boxing, MMA as well in there. Check out the playlist in there. There's one for boxing. There's if you are of another Premier League club, check in the playlist. Your club might be there, and you'll see uploads and watch-alongs in your respective clubs there. Have a little butchers there, and yes, I'm just zoned into and here we go. Donnelly on the ball. Cortez on the ball now. McCaustin on the right-hand side now. Diamonde's doing very well there. This is Dundee 1, Rangers 1. And there's been no red cards, only 1 yellow card. And of course, the manager for Dundee is Tony Docherty, and Rangers is Felipe Clements. A lot of pressure on Philippe Clements, but that's the injuries. Have they been support? Has he been supported really in the transfer window? But a mixed bag of results, I think, for Rangers this season thus far. But it's 1-1. Rangers really need to be winning this. Goal kick, and that's full time. Oh my God, I just tuned in on the full time. I mean, how bad is that? But that's how it is. And there was an offside flag in the second half, and as Steve pointed out, there was woodwork there. Now, as it stands, my understanding is Rangers are in second place, having played 21 and 41 points, but Celtic are on 56 points, also on 21 played. Yeah, Dundee are just outside of the top 6. So they're a good side. They're a good side. Well-deserved draw point there Rangers not able to get the consistency in wins that you need to have to challenge Celtic in the Scottish Premiership. Celtic getting 4 in a row leagues. Um, it's for them to lose, I suppose. And they're still in the Champions League. I think that they've still got an opportunity to progress and avoid the disqualification bottom the side of that Champions League table. I can't remember it, but um, I think the question has to be asked, and I expect Rangers fans will be asking, is why do they keep conceding early doors in the first half? The Rangers players, and they're always having to come back from behind to equalise and then nick a win. Um, why do they have calamity defending at the beginning of matches? Dundee players. The only exception was when they played Celtic, of course, in the cup, when no one expected Rangers to win and they won. So it's but in the Scottish Premiership, um, what is the solution for Rangers to stop those early goals in the Premiership? Everyone thinks that goes to play against Rangers, whether it's at Ibrox or in their home yard, they're thinking, let's start well and we give ourselves an opportunity to come away with something. And that's exactly what Dundee have done today. That's exactly what Tony Docherty, the Dundee manager, has done. And they've got a smaller squad in depth by a mile, Dundee, in respect to Rangers. So, if it wasn't for a few offside and on the ball hitting the woodwork, it could have been a few more goals in this fixture. Well, I'm going to take this off now. Please help me get to 5 likes if you can in the chat. If you haven't hit like, please hit like and subscribe at TLC Palace. And I'm just checking to see if there's any other potential breaking news or rumours going on. Because you never know. I know the moment I switch off the live stream, boom, something comes in. Rangers have St Johnstone's home on Sunday. Should win St Johnstone. No, but wait a minute. No, I mean, you'll probably know a lot more than Scottish football than I'll ever know. But St Johnstone have been picking up points recently. Let me just go in the table. If the tablet, I tell you, I'm going to throw this tablet. Like literally, I'm going to throw it away. I've just pressed it once, and look, that is how long it took to refresh. I think that was more than 5 seconds. I mean, what is all that about? Is it because it's not an Apple tablet? And right, I'm looking at the table, and St John's. Oh, yeah, no, you're wrong. I was wrong. Sorry, I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking of Ross County. Sorry, Steve. Yeah, you're right. See, I mean, you know your Scottish football. Yes, St Johnstone's are buried at the bottom of the Scottish Premiership. And so, have you just jinxed it, Steve? Can you imagine if Rangers concede in the first 15, 20 minutes of the first half against St Johnstone? I'm not jinxing it for Rangers fans. The Rangers fans are going to... But I think that's just what Rangers are about at the moment. Anyone and anything and anyone that goes to play up against Rangers right now, they say, right, let's pull up our sleeves in the first 5 to 15, 20 minutes, and we're going to come away from Ibrox, or we're going to come away from our home match against Rangers with something. And that's exactly what happens. So, but St Johnstone's are buried at the bottom, literally buried with the term there of the Scottish Premiership table. Minus 20, the worst goal difference in the league there. In the last 6 matches, they've only got picked up 1 point out of 6 matches. And yeah, so yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right, Steve. You're always right on your predictions. And is there any match tomorrow on Scottish Premiership? Let's have a look. I'm going to quickly have a refresh. This is what a transfer window does to any football fan out there. Every second of your life between now and the end of January, you're just refreshing. You're remaking sure that your notifications are on to see if there's any news on transfers, and you don't live a normal life. as a football fan, and you're just like worried for the worst as anything. Certainly as a Crystal Palace, you don't know who's going to be poached. You know, the last transfer window we lost none other than Michael Lisa and Joshua Anderson, and then so I hope I haven't just jinxed it. But yeah, that ended. Dundee won, Rangers won. Rangers can't keep a clean sheet early doors in any football match at all. Um, um, big pressure there on Philippe Clements there. Right. Let me just quickly have another butcher's there here at the transfers. Oh, why is it doing that? No, this phone is playing up. What's going on? This is a brand new phone here, literally. Why won't it refresh? There we are. Oh, oh! I didn't see this one, but I expect that this. Yeah, actually, I did see somebody from another YouTube content creator. She mentioned this, and I don't get names out. I get in trouble. I don't know. Well, this is the thing. You're not supposed to mention anybody else's channel out there. It's like, ooh, you might upset somebody. It's like, you know, it's like it's ridiculous. But anyway, I'm not sure you're supposed to or not to. I don't know if it's anyway. But I have seen another content creator out there, I should say, and they mentioned that what has been confirmed here by I'm reading it off from the Independent and a potential swap deal. And if you're a Manchester United player, if you look at my previous talk about your football club, especially when you got that valiant performance against Liverpool, I said in your transfer window in January, because of the high wages that some of your players that you may wish to give them a new challenge elsewhere, whatever or not, swap deals might be the order of the day for Manchester United, whether they be in Europe or whether they be here in the UK. In Europe, they'll be more restricted because, as I say, there is a cap of how many non-EU players you have on your, not in your lineup, but in your squad, on your playing squad. And so here it says, this is the Independent. It was broadcast at 9:30 today, so that's half an hour ago. Live, Manchester United, I ambitious, Rashford, hyphen, Karabakhskelia swap, and Arsenal update, Manchester City deal, also as well. So there is a lot of jockling and jostling between Premier League clubs. Liverpool and Arsenal are all rumoured to be circling new arrivals as the battle in and out of the Premier League, while the window could see some big exits confirmed, with Trent Alexander-Arnold open to negotiations, a possible free transfer to Real Madrid, and Manchester United looking to sell Marcus Rashford. Now, why am I going into this? Because as a Crystal Palace fan, it's very simple. If Trent Alexander-Arnold or any other type of big name player goes from Liverpool, they'll be looking at some players at Crystal Palace, whether it's Ebrieze, whether it's Mulcahy, they'll be looking at some of our players. So it can. And if a club like Liverpool, no disrespect to Newcastle and Arsenal, come in for any of our players, the player's gone, man. If the deal's right for them, it's right for Crystal Palace, the player's going to be gone. The reason why I say no disrespect to Arsenal and Newcastle United fans is because um, I think with Newcastle, they need to sell or get people off the books before they bring in anything in, and they're restricted with that. My understanding is, and Arsenal, they've just got a terrible manager, which no one would want to go and ruin their careers and playing there. Real talk. Go and ask Eddie Nketiah and see what Mikel Arteta did for him. In the time that Eddie Nketiah has been with us, he's had more match time play that he had with Mikel Arteta in the last 2 seasons alone. And that's not exaggeration. That's just actually pointing very conservatively out there as a point. Goes on to say Rashford has been linked to a series of clubs in the continent, with his agents flying to Italy to hold talks with AC Milan. The latest development comes around the Serie A agent was joining the race by Minos Como, which is also in Italian. But the problem with there is that although they are managed by Cesc Fabregas, they have got Como. I'm pretty sure they've got Dele Alli on their books, and they can't have any more non-EU players there, so they'll have to ship him out, I expect. I could be wrong, but that's the way I see it. Um, and um, And quite frankly, if Arsenal and Liverpool are in competition for the same player, um, even if the money's more offered by Arsenal, I think it's a no-brainer. The player's going to go to Liverpool. So that's something there that they're breaking news there. What's going on here? This one is doing a madness. Let me just see what else. Something on the Manchester Evening News. Milos Kerkez stance. That would be something to look at there. Keep an eye on. Just looking to see if there's anything that links my Crystal Palace. Here we go. 13 hours ago. Yeah, I read this before. But it is the Sun. I'm sure they've got professional people there. But I just tend to... Joe Bellingham is to reject Arsenal and Manchester United transfer interest, but looks to set up a top European side. So if Joe Bellingham's concept is to go and play in Europe, similar to what Jadon Sancho did, then he might have to wait till the end of the season, because Sunderland are on the cups to get automatic promotion from the Championship. And quite frankly, if they lose, if Sunderland start losing their best form players, they're just around the corner from automatic qualification into. It's not guaranteed numerically, but they're around the corner, and losing their player with a calibre at their levels of Joby Bellingham to somewhere in Europe, and losing the opportunity to automatically qualify for the Premier League, I think the Sunderland fans will be pointing fingers at the ownership there. Still about Tierney and Celtic, but nothing doing there. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. It's I'm just trying to see if there's any other breaking news before I stop the live stream. I just know the moment that I stop doing the live stream, ping, the phone will go off or something else will go off. I'm telling you, that's how it is. And then suddenly, if you go, shall I go back live? But today is the very first day that I've done transfer-related content on Diego C. Palace. I'm a bit old school. I just wait until it's announced official by the football club at Crystal Palace, and hey ho, it is what it is. There's people there that are respectfully, I say this, that are paid to worry about those situations, that are doing a valiant job there. As I say, this time last season, we brought in Crystal Palace people there in charge of these sorts of situations. They brought in Daniel Munoz, the Colombiano, and Adam Walton, and look how well they've done. Of course, Adam Walton is injured, but he looks to be soon coming back. I think he's had a little bit of a setback in that recovery, but we've got a good technical medical team people at Crystal Palace, and I'm in no doubt that when he gets back, my ideal midfield, I've said it before, at the moment definitely is Hughesy alongside number 8 Jefferson Lerma. But when Adam Walton is available, I would alternate Hughesy and Adam Walton, depending on the opponent and who you're playing up against, in the case what formation they're playing towards you. Because Oliver Glasner is stubborn, but he's not stubborn in a bad way. He sets up his team with 3 at the back. But if the opposition team are playing 4 at the back, or sometimes maybe even 4 in the midfield, then you might need to alter who your pivot is on your midfield, whether it's Jefferson Lerma and Adam Walton, or Jefferson Lerma and Husey, or you can have a combination, of course, of Decore in there as well. So it'd be interesting to see what they do. Um, just trying to see if there's anything else coming out. 8 hours ago. Oh, that's too long ago. I'm not going to go into that. There's some people that put rumors about certain players linked to some players, and it's never going to come off. But they're obviously doing it just to get clicks and whatnot. So I'm trying to keep it to reliable sources because it's look, all football fans out there in the transfer window, as I said earlier on, we all wake up before you go to bed, before you finally lock down, you quickly do a last refresh in case somebody tweets. I'm not on Twitter, but sends a message out there and social media, or someone respectively like Fabrizio Romano says, because Fabrizio Romano will work in the 24 hours. He will work 36 hours in those 24 hours. He's like that when it comes to transfer window, like literally. So if he thinks of gets something, he would want to be the first bang to do his announcement. So it could come out at some mad hour, and it's um, that's what people are refreshing their phones. That's what you do. You just swipe, refresh to make sure to see if anything is up. I'm just going back to a sample. Reliable supplier of information, Sky Sports, um, and and I suppose the a very good announcement, I suppose, for Manchester United fans is that today. Ahmad confirmed his future to Manchester United with a deal until 2030. I think it's a 5 year and a half deal. Um, and of course, Everton removing their first team coach, manager, and the coaching staff with immediate effect, and looking to bring in, it looks like, David Moyes in. There was a small hint of Jose Mourinho, but I don't think that's his cup of tea. But um, the bottom line at Everton is clearly the new ownership there, the group that owns that club now. They clearly don't want to start next season in the championship, so they're thinking right now, let's take stock of what we've got, where we are, let's refresh it, let's get something in that can take us up middle or perhaps even higher. And they do, I think they deem to believe that David Moyes could be that. Now, if there's any Liverpool, big up to Paul Brady, Liverpool fans out there would want Everton to just appoint the wrong person. No doubt. Um, but how ironic could it be that they let go of Sean Dyche and then Everton have a little up of surge of performances, but then they start going back downhill, dropping like a stone. And then Sean Dyche then goes to a rival Premier League club and then keeps them up, and then Everton go down for the first time in their history of their Premier League history. I don't think Everton has ever been relegated. So, can you imagine this? The Liverpool fans would just love to see that pain from the Everton fans, no doubt. Um, and I mean, live chat. But that's, I expect something that numerically. Big up to Steve. Steve says Rangers have St Johnstone home on Sunday. Oh, I read that one. I don't think I missed anything there. I hope everyone's okay out there. Please subscribe at Diego C Palace if you are new. And what's the time? 1:23. I'm going to wrap it up now because I am tired as well. The weather's still quite heavy in places around the UK, so there might be postponements for any football tomorrow. I think someone mentioned, yeah, it's Villa playing tomorrow. Is it West Ham Villa? I think it is, in the FA Cup. Oh, uh, It's just breaking in Manchester Evening News. That's the latest of anything that's been updated. They're reporting in their official webpage that Manchester United learn new Milos Kerkez transfer stance with a January update. He apparently is a target. Of course, he plays for Bournemouth, and so that's Manchester United all over. They can't beat Bournemouth on the pitch, so the only way they can beat Bournemouth or finish above them is to buy all their players. Manchester United. And at the same, if they bring him in and they get rid of Kobe Mainoo, I think there's going to be a meltdown in that. In that, they're going to be the laughing stock. They can't get rid of Kobe Mainoo. He's a very good prospect in football, and that will be telling something. That will be telling. No, I don't think it'll happen. I don't think they'll move Kobe Mainoo on. That who knows? Who knows? Probably the mice know there. But that's the latest of news of anything that's coming in with the last hour or so of any football club. I just can't see anything else out there. Right, quickly going into it to see what is going to be happening tomorrow, and then I'll leave it at that. In the meantime, if you're watching on playback, if you're watching live, please help me get to 5 likes if you can. It is confirming the results. Dundee 1, Rangers 1. Again, Rangers defenders and Rangers players and the Rangers fans experiencing an early half, conceding goals. They need to sort it out. Like literally, as they're saying down in the East End, sort it out. Get out of my pub, sort of thing. Dundee, who are trying to break into the top 6 or 7, solid performance from their scoring early doors within 10 minutes against Rangers, but then Rangers pulling it back to 1-1. There was a post hit, there was an offside, so it could have gone either way, but that ended Dundee 1, Rangers 1, and that is of course in the Scottish Premiership. In the FA Cup, a final result: Sheffield United 0, Cardiff 1. As Everton 2, Peterborough 0. It's a shame that Peterborough couldn't get to half-time 0-0, but it is just what it was. And then Fulham, at one point being 1-1 against Watford, it ended Fulham 4, Watford 1 in the end. Real Madrid also won against in the Spanish Supercopa semi-finals. Real Madrid, Los Blancos, 3, Mallorca 0. But apparently, according to reports in the chat, after the match, there was a melee of argy-bargy to you, to me, of coaching staff and players kicking off after the match was done, or maybe it was at halftime. I think it was after the match between Real Madrid and Mallorca. I'm going to go and Google it in a minute, because I'm sure that will be clipped on somebody on YouTube will have uploaded it or something like that. So those are the results for today. And quickly going to have a little butchers tomorrow. Oh yeah, you were right, Steve. Tomorrow is Aston Villa at 8 o'clock versus West Ham. Graham Potter's first ever match for West Ham United. In his first 5 fixtures, the 5th fixture that he has is going to be at the Bridge, taking his West Ham players, his West Ham coaching staff to the Bridge, and we all know that he left there with bags of money. They're probably still paying him off. Also in the FA Cup third round is Wickham at home versus Portsmouth. Pompey up there. And in the Scottish Championship is Hamilton versus Patrick. And Dortmund are playing look of a session tomorrow. And Lazio's playing tomorrow versus Como, who has been linked a little bit with Marcus Rashford, but they've got Dele Alli on the books. So if Marcus Rashford is going to go anywhere near Como, the Italian Serie A club, they will need to offload Dele Alli because he's already clips the non-EU players' availability at that football club, as an example. Right, that's it. I can't. I'm just going. This is how you are as a football fan. You just can't stop refreshing, even when you know there's not going to be any news. Even when you know transfer. Let me do rumours as well. I do transfer news and transfer rumours. I actually refresh both of those. I don't know if anybody out there does the same as me. It's just absolute scenes to see if there's anything recent, but there isn't. Um, Okay, thank you very much. I want to thank everyone who drops into the chat, or if you watched it on playback. Everyone, today at 9 o'clock, I did my very first transfer reaction live video. It was from 9 o'clock to midday, literally 3 hours. It was only supposed to be 1 hour, and then I did an afternoon transfer breaking news. Sean Dyche, of course, and possibly David Moyes coming in at Everton. There was the announcement for Amad Diallo for Manchester United. He's signed for a 5.5 year contract. I think that's right. But anyway, he's committed his future to Manchester United. So I expect Manchester United fans will be happy with that. I don't know. You need to go and ask him. But I think it's been a breath of fresh air as an outsider looking to that football club, given the bad results and the new formation that Ruben Amorim is trying to introduce at that football club. I think it's been a breath of fresh air, actually showing some of the veteran players how it should be done on the pitch. So well done to the young man, Ahmad, signing for Manchester United. Right. Oh, what's happened there? My phone is just locked up. So that means I'm not going to be able to end the stream. Am I still live? I think the stream's finished. Am I still live? My screen is completely frozen. So let's just check. Oh my god, everything's just madness. Please subscribe at Diego C Palace if you are new. Let me just check if I am live. Let me just have a look. I think it's stopped. Oh no, I'm still live, but my screen is frozen, so I don't know what to do. I'm not going to end it. Let me just see. Big up to Paul Brady. He says, I'm sorry, I have to do it on the other phone because that one is just completely locked up. He's saying, he says, I got three. No, I'll go back a minute. Celtic getting 4 in a row. Oh my God, I missed loads of comments. I do apologise. Probably that's why. But going back to all the comments for now. Oh, right. I am live here, but I'm not live on the live stream. So it's just frozen up. I can't do anything about it. Oh, I don't know. What if I just switch it off there? Ooh. I might lose everyone now. Hello? Yes, I've got it back now. I've just taken it off the case because literally I can feel you can literally fry an egg on the back of this iPhone that I'm using. I've just taken it off the case. I hope that you can all still hear me. Let me see if you can, and then I'll read the chat. I do apologise. The phone actually just frozen. Yes, you can hear me. Right, I'm going to go back with the comments on the thing. Big up to Paul Brady putting your comment in there. And 4 minutes added, say Steve, then Rev Dundee playing 5-4-1, ultra defensive. What is going on, Rangers fans? Why did you concede that goal in the first place? 92 minutes played, 2 minutes left. Dreadful cross. Dundee have a goal kick. Steve is in pain over there. Celtic getting 4 in a row. League game's gone 50 behind. He's absolutely fuming. The Rangers fans are absolutely spitting. Big up to Steve. He's not happy. But big up to Paul Brady there. And then also Steve saying Rangers have St Johnstone home and Sunday should win St Johnstone's bottom. They'll go down. And I got 3 scores today. And Paul Brady, you just retracted your message. I was just about to read it. How do I... Oh, actually, there is a way to do this, actually. If I go back... I don't know if I can. I think once it's retracted, you can't bring it back up. Oh, I don't know. But big up to Paul Brady there for dropping a comment there. I was just working... timeless all the way back to finish on your comment there, Paul Brady, but it doesn't matter. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're all well, and I can't see it now. Let me just go on this one. Maybe it's on this one. I don't know. No, it's all gone. Right, okay. Okay, at least I'm able to close the stream, because one time I actually didn't close the stream properly, and I couldn't close it at all, even after I switched the phone off. And I'm just going to quickly double check that there is no further breaking news anywhere and whatnot. And that will be the last refresh for today. Transfer news. 14 minutes ago, transfer news. Arsenal and Mbemo clause revealed. Let's have a little butcher of this, because I haven't done any Arsenal content. But the thing is with Arsenal, are they serious about anything? I'm not talking about the fan base. I'm talking about the club, in the sense of, why didn't they sign a striker at the beginning of the season? I'm an outsider looking into that. They've got in the top 10 scorers of this season. There's not one Arsenal player in the Premier League, not one. And then they wonder why they're not close to Liverpool. You need goal scorers. Anyway, transfer news. Manchester United announced today. Arsenal and Babu clause revealed, and Chelsea latest. And Chelsea are trying to boost their own centre-back options, chasing the return of Mark Gahey, while Kobe Mainoo has also emerged as a shot target of Manchester United. Have been boosted in the pursuit of Nuno Mendes, while Tottenham have been. There's so much gossip going around. Oh, come on. They're not going to let go of Kobe Mainoo. Anyway, Tottenham Hotspur have been linked in shop for Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford is going to be linked to like literally every football club on the planet before the end of the transfer window. It started in Italy, then it went to Spain. Now it's come back. West Ham, Tottenham Hotspur. Okay, now this is the one I'm interested. Liverpool have maybe backing for Joshua Kimmich, and Manchester City are working to sign Victor Regis alongside Omar Marmoush. Well, Marmoush is actually agreed personal terms. That's what my understanding is, and he's just waiting for Manchester City and Frankfurt to decide on a transfer fee there. Arsenal want Mbamu, and why didn't they go for Arsenal? A keen deal for Brentford's star forward Brian Mbamu. Reports suggest the Gunners need for attacking. Let me see what this is all about. Mbamu is now on Raiders transfer shortlisting to Florian Peterborough of Sky in Germany, having scored 13 appearances. However, it seems that this deal for the Cameroon international would be more likely to happen in the summer. So why then put that headline? It's not true. It's just I knew I was wasting my time. It's just for clicks. Some people are just putting clicks out there, linking players to certain clubs. So oh, no one's talking about this player, no one's talking about this club, so let's just put something about this player and this club, and then we can get clicks. And yeah, it is what it is. They go in, it's like, oh yeah, this player is so-called linked to Arsenal, and then they go right at the bottom, they end the actual whole paragraph, the whole page. Oh, by the way, but it's probably most likely to happen at the end of the season. So it's not blink. We're going to list all there. So it's not blaming room. It's not a link. It's a waste of time. Yeah, that could happen. The Rashford swap deal with Kvaratskhelia, if that's how you pronounce his name. So that could be a possibility. And I said that to Manchester United fans earlier on in the year, actually in the month of the new year and the end of last year. Said a swap deals would be the order of the day. Graham Potter apparently is eyeing a £30 million Chelsea star as his first West Ham signing. And this is Anfield. Okay, this is reliable. This is Anfield, I suppose. Liverpool eyeing top source. Yeah, this is what it is. Fabrizio Romano, but that's 8 hours. 8 hours in the transfer window day is a long time for Fabrizio Romano. Actually, do you know what? I am going to go into Fabrizio Romano's Instagram, um, and and let's have a look at this. If I can find him. Fabrizio. This is what being a football fan does to you. You look at other people's Instagram accounts to see if they've actually linked anything with your football club, and it's just so sad. But Fabrizio Romano he does hit, I'd say, out of 10 times he gets it spot on, ahead of anybody else. He's talking about Sean Dyche, so that's earlier on today, and then Benjamin to Olympique Marseille director. Everton have already started talks to find a replacement. Sean Dyche, that was 6 hours ago. Uh, Amad Diallo signs for contract there. He broke that. Colis Caruso, Kamin Sorska, former Liverpool player, of course. Here we go for Napoli, agreeing to sign Philip Billing. Yeah, I mentioned that. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. And, oh, there's something here on Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, where's he going now? It's his first 2025 goal in his first game of 25 years scoring goals. So that's an update for any Cristiano Ronaldo fans, I suppose. Official Dani Olmo and Paul Victor have been registered back in team and can play. Oh, right. So Dani Olmo has been registered back on the Barcelona, and Paul Victor have also been registered. So I don't think they'll be leaving. He was, I think, Dani Olmo might have been linked to, is it Liverpool, Manchester United, or something like that. One of those two. Spartan also prepared to offer new improved vision for Olgay. No alcohol. AC Milan agreeing on a loan deal option to buy. No, that's okay. Okay, nothing there. This is Monaco. Oh, hello. AC Monaco director Theo Sakura closed the deal for the £30 million fixed fee plus £2 million add-ons to Strungas. Arsenal had to sell on clause. Paul Dani's striker travels to Monaco tomorrow, so that's clearly going on its way. Jude Bellingham scores again for Real Madrid, making it 7 goals and 3 assists in the last 9 games. That is confirmed. Emilio Dalio and his agent Carlos Cambiaro, which is an Italian, and Quince de Lucas from agency led 3 years are signing a new deal at Manchester United. That's what I said, that usually the people, but I haven't seen a photo of Amad Diallo next to Ruben Amorim on his signing, so maybe it just hasn't been uploaded. But I'm strange that there's no one from the club that's there with the player to sign their part of the agreement. Not because it's done there, but it's just I think it'd be good support for the young player to see. Well, certainly at Crystal Palace, if we sign somebody of the capability of Amad Diallo, I can bet you a dollar that Oliver Glasner and Steve Parish will be there on that photo shoot, as an example. I don't know. Go and talk to a Manchester United fan; they'll tell you if there's anyone there with Amad Diallo when he signed and he was photographed. And it's a confirmation of Real Madrid winning 3-0. And here we go. RSP. I've just lost it. Never mind. All right, so there's nothing else. But you can bet your dollar that if anything pops up between now and midnight, Fabrizio Romano will be working on it and he will throw it out. Right, let me have another look. Well-fed TV show. Who is this? Part-time YouTube. Who's this? I'll have to check that. But yeah, okay. Right. That's me done. How much is that? It's 1:44 minutes. And I just want to thank everyone out there. What's this? I don't know, I just saw something on Tyreek Mitchell and my heart just went there. I don't want to lose Tyreek Mitchell. We need cover for him because in his position we don't have an equivalent player playing with the right foot there on that position, and there's a picture of Eddie Nketiah there, uh, and so I hope that he starts the new year scoring loads of goals for us. I think he'll prove a lot of people wrong there, and now the other thing that could be happening is that the way to, I think, persuade Chelsea not persuade and not certainly to play games with them in respect to Crystal Palace, Mark Gahey, Trevor Chabala, and Chelsea situation is to say to them, look, let's see what we can do here. One option could be, and is this whispers coming out, that why not sign Trevor Chabala on, well, sign him up, take him off the books of Chelsea, because they would probably want that from a Chelsea perspective and free up availability there financially, fair play and all that, not for other things. The problem with that, the question is does Trevor Chabala actually want that as a football player? So that has to be on point. The reason why I mentioned that a possibility is because people are whispering it now, and it could make sense. It makes sense for Chelsea because it frees a player off their books, and if the player actually, do you know what, I've just had enough at the bridge. Respect to the fans, respect to the club, but I just want to be playing football at this time in my career. And if Crystal Palace can offer that in the Premier League, and who knows, perhaps even more if we can get up the table, who knows more. And if the deal is there to be signed, which is right for him, and of course it has to be right for the football club, the interest of Crystal Palace has to be important as well. You can't just ignore it. Um, then if they can get past that hurdle, then I can see that happening. Trevor Chabala from Chelsea signing a permanent deal with Crystal Palace. Now, what that would help then Chelsea do is then do what I think could then in turn be is that if the powers that be at Chelsea then decide to then push on for because of that freedom of being able to go out for more players, if they're still interested in Mark Gahey, they might get him um, as part of the deal to go from Crystal Palace back to Chelsea, but as a sign on this one, not as a loan, as a sign on. The reason why I say that is because my understanding is of it, the nitty gritty of the deal is that, of course, I've not seen the contract, is that because Mark Gahey left Chelsea and came to Crystal Palace, the way it was done and the way it's formulated in the contract, my understanding is it is favourable for both parties, for Crystal Palace and for Chelsea, that it's done between those two clubs. The point and where I'm trying to land is if that type of move of Mark Gahey leaving Crystal Palace and say he goes to Liverpool, it'll be less favourable, or shall I say, to another option of opportunity for Mark Gahey financially, the deal won't be as favourable to Crystal Palace. I hope that makes sense. So this is it's like a give and take, and it works. The Trevor Chabala been signed on permanently by Crystal Palace. The downside to this, I don't want to see both of them leave, or one of them leave, or not. I don't want to see no one leave. But then it doesn't work like that. Football doesn't work like that in the transfer window. Now, the other thing which I haven't mentioned with Mark Gahey going back to Chelsea is, does he actually want to go there? And players don't forget when they are deselected from having the opportunity to play for a club that they actually love. They actually did everything to get in there, and that's what Mark Gahey did back in the day. But Chelsea deselected him, and hence they sold him to Crystal Palace. Mark Gahey is not the same football player that left Chelsea, number one, as a football player. As a man, he's not the same person. He's more, I don't know him, I've never had a conversation with him. All I've ever asked him is for a selfie. And that was just like 3 seconds. So it's not a conversation, it's just a selfie. But my take on it as a Crystal Palace fan is from what I can see that how the club projects him and how he projects himself in social media and how he talks to the media about players that he's worked with, coaches that he's worked with. He's very humble. He's a family man. He understands his beliefs, his religious beliefs. He's very passionate about that. And fourthly, he comes across as a person that is at peace with himself, in the sense that he may do something like on the English shirt, on the England armband, put something on it, and I'm thinking, just leave it out, just play football. And but is at peace with himself to be able to do something like that. And I don't think that thing on the captain armband was anything malicious against anyone else. It's just he just wrote it. But there's rules out there for reasons, I suppose. But just do your talking on the pitch. I always say that to footballers. So for me, does Mark Gahey feel that there is an opportunity to go back to Chelsea, and he's made himself as a captain at Crystal Palace. He's proven. If he feels that he has to prove to Tuchel, the new English manager, then it has to be, because if you've got a new manager coming in, they should all, it's the pecking order. They have to prove to that manager that they want to be picked and they want to play for England. But in all their fairness, if Tuchel can't see the qualities of Mark Gahey, that's why I don't believe that Tuchel should have been selected to be the England manager. It should have been Eddie Howe. End of. I don't know why they've gone abroad to do that. Anyway, so that's for another day. So if Mark Gahey feels that he can go to Chelsea and better where he is now, his levels as a football player, not just domestically competitions, but international competitions, European competitions with Chelsea. That's why I said at the beginning of the season, watch out for Chelsea. They'll be the dark horse to sneak around and to get in that top 3 position. And no one listened to me. Everyone was laughing at me. And look where they are now. Okay? They've gone for a little blip at the moment, losing at Portman Road against the Tractor Boys. Also dropping 3 points on the Fulham Road at the Bridge against Fulham fans on the Fulham Road. I mean, how bad is that? That's right, Chelsea fans, I'm laughing at you. And we made them drop 2 points again this season at Selhurst Park, because earlier in the season, Ebrieze scored the equaliser at the Bridge. And of course, this time round, Ebrieze's that sweet, finger-licking, tasty pass from Ebrieze to Monsieur Jean-Philippe Mateta. Real Madrid, they've got Mbappe. We have a better player in that position. We've got Jean-Philippe Mateta. Mbappe, move aside. We've got Jean-Philippe Mateta at Crystal Palace. And that pass from Ebrieze, finger-licking, tasting pass, came to Jean-Philippe Mateta. And against Chelsea, of course you're going to score, isn't it? You're at Selhurst Park. It's a walk in the park for a type of player like Jean-Philippe Mateta. I'll give you an example. If we had Darwin Núñez in that position where Jean-Philippe Mateta meets, 8 out of 10 times Darwin Núñez would miss those opportunities. He would miss them. But Jean-Philippe Mateta won't miss those opportunities. And that's why we equalised. So, for me, I think Chelsea is a more. I don't think the Chelsea situation in regarding Trevor Chabala and Mark Gahey's situation, I don't think that will deflect off Crystal Palace going out to the Millwall youngster Eze, which is spelled Esse. It's different to the Ebrieze, which is spelled Eze. Just to point that out. It kind of sounds the same. I'm not sure how to distinctly say it differently. But so that will. I don't think that will deviate from that other deal. I think what would set up the apple cart at Crystal Palace, if we lost another 2 big names, like in the previous transfer window, we lost Joachim Anderson and Michael Lise. If we lose two players like Trevor Chavila and we lose, for example, Ebriese, as an example, in the same transfer window, I have to think, not Paul, but on my days, Oliver Glasner's like, does every transfer window do I lose two of my best players? I mean, it's like, do we want this to work or not? I mean, it's part of the game. I suppose managers like Oliver Glasner is accustomed to players coming and leaving. One, perhaps none, but two every transfer window. Come on, give it a rest. Give it a rest. That's it. So we'll see what happens, and if there's any news, confirmation news. But the Chelsea people are just looking at Chelsea, Mark Gahey, and Crystal Palace. I think there's more to that. I think the Trevor Chabala could be used it could be utilised to orchestrate something else within both clubs that is right for Chelsea, right for Crystal Palace, and of course right for the players involved. Right, that's it. I'm going to call it done. I'm not even going to refresh the phone anymore because I'm knackered. Thank you very much, everyone watching out there. Thank you for hitting the likes. If you're watching on playback, please hit a like, set the notification bell at Diego C. Palace. You're all absolutely wonderful. Let me just quickly go into the chat, make sure I haven't missed anyone's comments. Probably have. Big up to Steve, he says he got 3 stars. Big up to Paul Brady, who spoke earlier on. And big up to Alex SR7. And I think there was somebody else, Semic 006. Take care up there, everyone. And who else did I mention in there? I don't think there was anyone else. If there was, I do apologise. But thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Stay safe, keep warm, and up to tomorrow, hopefully, I'll do some more content creation. Until then, please leave your notification bell on at Diego C. Palace. Drop a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. And thank you for watching this evening or whenever you are watching on playback. Thank you for watching. Take care, everyone. Bye.